What is up, everybody? Mystic7 here, and today we're starting a brand new series on the channel. It's kind of a spin-off of an old series that we were trying to do. The old series being the breaking news series. I mean, we'll still do like breaking news videos when something crazy, like when Generation 3 drops, there will definitely be a breaking news video on this channel. But this series is kind of the same, but a little bit different. Let me explain this one. Every Saturday, I'm either going to sit down or go to the pier or go on a hunt or go do some evolutions or battle some gyms and talk about the news from the past week. And the source of pretty much all of my information for all of these news videos will be the Pokemon Go Hub, so there's their Twitter right there. Go follow these guys. They are absolutely clutch. And all of the news we're going through today are all articles from the Pokemon Go Hub that I will also link in the description of the video. So this will be like a weekly news series for all of you people who want to stay up to date on all of the recent news for Pokemon Go, whether that be APK mines, spoofing bans, legendary talk, all that stuff, leaks, which we actually have a lot of in today's video. But before we get to the news, let me explain one more thing. Some of these videos will be under 10 minutes, and I won't leave my house like today. They're not going to be like super crazy adventure videos. So like I'll record the quick news video, not quick, but like the news video on Saturday, edit it, get it up for you guys on Sunday, and then that'll be the typical Sunday upload. But since it's Saturday, we will probably go to the pier on most of these or be adventuring. Like next weekend, we're going to be in Miami for this. So this video will be during Miami. Just know that these videos are weekly news update videos, and they're going to get really exciting. Like today, we've got a very exciting episode, and some might be a little bit dry. But today's definitely not dry. So let us hop into the news. Also, if you guys do have any questions, concerns, you guys want to report articles or news pieces or glitches or anything of your own, either comment them on this video or on the weekly news video, tweet them at me, or more importantly, tweet them at the Pokemon Go Hub. And all of the Pokemon Go Hub articles have a little comment section at the bottom where you can leave your input. So make sure to drop a comment in there if you guys have anything you guys want to add to it or ask about it. One really quick thing on the whole comment thing. Interactions on a website and on a YouTube channel are the most helpful thing you can do as like a viewer or as a listener. So liking the video or commenting on the video or going on the Pokemon Go Hub and commenting, that helps a lot, like algorithm wise, and that's big helps. If you guys have anything to comment down, do it. Anything you can think of. Okay, let's get into the news. Let's start off with a strong topic: how to report cheating or spoofing in Pokemon Go. There is a report form you guys can use to report cheating or spoofing in Pokemon Go. Again, the link to this article will be in the description, and the link to that will be in the article. But if you guys haven't heard or you guys don't know, Niantic actually has their own support Twitter for their community. They finally made the move. This is kind of older news, but like their Twitter's right there. So go follow the new Niantic Help Twitter. These guys are awesome. The people who are running it are actually very helpful. They're very engaging, and they get stuff done. Going to the report form by Niantic, definitely it does help, and it might do something, but if you have screenshot evidence from yourself and even your friends or people who play around you of cheating, of spoofing, of people who you know spoof, of accounts you can see that are spoofers, definitely take screenshots, either send them in through the report form, email them to Niantic, or tweet them at the Niantic's Twitter, and something will probably get done about it, hopefully. And then all these spoofers out there who watch my videos and are gonna hate me because I'm really taking steps towards getting spoofing out of the game, I'm sorry, man. Like I keep saying, spoofing has to be eliminated from Pokemon Go completely before the game progresses to trading or PvP or any kind of gym battle system like next update. Speaking of the Niantic support Twitter, they actually tweeted out saying they fixed a glitch, a bug that was happening in Pokemon Go. This was like a minor graphics bug. Basically, players could not see gyms or Pokestops in their areas, and some people were tripping out because they thought they were getting banned or were going to get banned. Nothing like that happened. It was just like a visual glitch. So the glitch that created invisible stops in gyms, that's fixed. If you guys did unfortunately receive an in-game message saying this device, OS, or software is not compatible with Pokemon Go because of the device you were using, there were some bugs and glitches that happened. We did talk about this in a prior video. The prior video I'll link right there. That's like the more in-depth report, but we'll go over very briefly right now. Basically, this list of phones kind of had issues logging in with Pokemon Go, and then some of them got like a, this phone is not compatible, or this software is not compatible with Pokemon Go. That was a glitch. You're not actually getting banned. It's just a glitch that's happening right now. Japan is in the news today, and it's gonna be a reoccurring thing because Japan and Pokemon Go, they're tight, bro. It's like a Jay-Z and Beyonce relationship, right? Like they are freaking tight. In Japan, a special Google Play gift card was released. It looks like that. It does have like a hoot on it. They're like Pokemon Go themed Google Play Japanese cards, which are freaking awesome. Dude, I would give away, I would mail you guys those cards if they had them in US. That'd be so sick, dude. Pokemon Go themed cards, I would use it, or maybe I wouldn't even use that. That's like collectible stuff right there. Now, probably the biggest story this week that you saw all over people's YouTube channels and Twitters was John Hanke, King Hanke, talking Legendaries at the little school interview or school lecture that he did. earlier this week. Now, this topic, I also went very, very in-depth on a video. The video is right there. Click that if you guys want to see the whole thing. Basically, John Hanke visited the school, he gave a lecture, and then one person in the lecture reported what John Hanke said on the Sylph Road on Reddit. And John Hanke said, Legendaries will be treated with care. There will be limitations on them in gyms. Smeargle and Delibird are hard to code because of their unique moves, sketch, and present, and he's excited for 1v1 battles. Holy moly. So basically in that, he talked about not only Legendaries, he talked about Smeargle and Delibird and why they're not in the game, actually confirming their super duper cool and very, very unique movesets coming to the game. And he talked about 1v1 battles, which means PvP. I'm assuming since he brought all those up in the lectures, all those updates will be coming, maybe not soon, but definitely in 2017. Legendaries, we'll probably be seeing them this summer, to be honest with you. Smeargle and Delibird, we probably will see next month as part of next month's major update, so expect that pretty soon here. And then when he said limitations on gyms, obviously, you know, Legendaries are going to be really, really good. Speaking of the Legendaries, the Pokemon Go Hub had a great awesome article about the legendary birds that I did do a video on. The link to the video is right there. The link to the article is in the description. Check out the video, read the article. Super awesome, in-depth review on the 3 legendary birds. Japan, once again, Japan making the news with their Golden Week lure event in Japan. Like I'm telling you, bro, Jay-Z, Beyonce, man. So in Japan, Golden Week is basically a week-long celebration for a bunch of Japanese holidays. Very, very popular, obviously, very, very big week in Japan, and Pokemon Go's like, fam, we got you on this. From April 29th to May 7th in Japan, every single McDonald's location will have a lured Pokestop. Now, this event is going to include over 2,500 lured Pokestops at McDonald's locations across Japan, which is awesome. Now, remember, we did see an event like this happen in the States. Every Starbucks location was lured, and that was a great event. And that was actually for the Generation 2 release, so that was like perfect timing. Here is a really, really actually important story, not super big, but definitely very important. If you guys do remember last week, we had a video, I forgot which one it was, basically talking about movesets and IVs and the core, basically the core stats of Pokemon being changed in Pokemon Go to help allow shiny Pokemon-wide drop. And there was actually another big change that happened very, very recently here. Now in Pokemon Go, before these 2 updates, when you found a Pokemon in the wild, the core stats of it, including the moves, the IVs, the weight and height of the Pokemon were the same for everyone. Everyone, doesn't matter what level you were, you could be level 1 or level 30, it'd be the same core stats, and then obviously the CP would differ between the levels. Last week's update made it so that IVs and movesets of wild Pokemon were different from level 1 through 24, so they were always different, and then from level 25 and up, the IVs and moves were the same. Now, this week, that system was changed once again. The IVs, moves, and CP of a wild Pokemon will be different for levels 1 through 29 it is now. So again, if you're level 30 plus, it's going to be the same. So that's big news. That means that shiny Pokemon, to be honest with you, I think shiny Pokemon should be coming within the next couple of weeks, and if we don't, then we'll probably see them in June. Speaking of things happening in the next couple of weeks, we've got Pokemon Go Hub's predictions, speculations, and expectations for update 0.63.0, which will be the next Pokemon Go update. Now, Niantic usually drops an update once every 2 weeks and alters between an update and then a nest migration. It's been over 20 days since the last Pokemon Go update. Now, the last update to take over 20 days like this was the 0.53 update, which did prepare for the Generation 2 launch. And by the way, these update speculations were not confirmed by Niantic in any way. This is just like Pokemon Go Hub, what they think through their experience with the data mining and with the app itself. And to be honest with you, I'm definitely behind them 100%. Expectation number 1, the gym rework update. We're all thinking that this might actually be the big gym rework update coming very, very soon here. Now, remember that Pokemon Go does updates on a quarterly basis, so one big update every 3 months. Now, the quarter we're in is April, May, June. It is the end of April right now. They have to drop a big update, the major update in May, because they can't do it in June because July has to have a major update because it's like the year that Pokemon Go dropped. So this big update has to drop next month, and next month is next week, and Pokemon Go Hub is speculating this update will probably come out next week. Makes perfect sense to me. Now, remember that King Hanke said himself, all new cooperative social gameplay experiences are coming this spring. Guess what? It's this spring. Now, the big question about this gym rework update is that, will this include gym raids? And the verdict is, yes, we do think gym raids will come out as a part of this gym battle rework update. There was a bunch of code right there that like leaked earlier that the Pokemon Go got a hold of that basically confirmed raids coming to the game. And the raid system was in the dog food testing system, which is basically like developers only. Only the developers were able to use it, which means it's being tested, which means it'll probably be in the game soon, which means it'll probably be a part of this update. John Hanke, drop it. Redeemable codes. We've been talking about that for a while too. The redeemable codes feature is already in the code of the game, but it hasn't been set to public, basically. It hasn't been released. So either we'll probably see redeemable codes added into the game with this update, or we'll just get more information on leaks and back-end stuff of it being more developed. And like I said earlier, this update will probably come next week. God, that's so exciting to say. I can't, I'm tingling. I leave to Florida next week. Dang it! Now, this is the science behind this statement from the Pokemon Go Hub. They added this on the article. In the world of software development, a dev sprint basically lasts like around 2 weeks. And again, that's why there's a 2-week update system. That's why an update not coming out for the past 20 days is very, very significant, because usually it's like a software development thing. Like, it's a 2-week thing. It's not just like a Niantic thing. It's like the world of software development. So that right there, we might see the update, oh my gosh, next week. And for the last story for today's video, and actually a very, very important one, rural spawns have been increased by 15% over the past 2 days. As we all know, and as probably many of you can relate to, the biggest problem with Pokemon Go is rural Pokemon Go. It's really, really boring, it's really, really dry, not a lot of Pokemon spawn, and there's not a lot to do, which is why people spoof. Now, this wasn't just like a quick 15% jump, it was over the 27th and the 28th, there was like a gradual 15% increase in spawns, but now I'm assuming it's coasting at that 15% plus level. And this isn't a 15% increase in rare spawns either, it's just a 15% increase in overall spawns. But the more spawns in an area, the more likelihood of a rare Pokemon spawning amongst those. So I guess you can say the rare spawns are helped. And here's a very, very helpful table that basically summarizes the growth of the spawns. So the data collection happened on the 22nd, and there were like 7,300 wild encounters. On the 23rd, it went up by 0.35%. On the 24th, it went up by 0.66%. On the 25th, down by 2.66%. On the 26th, it was up by 0.95%. And then here's the big jump. On the 27th of April, it went up by 7.42%, and then on the 28th, it went up by 7.75%. And then today, while I'm filming this, it's the 29th, so we don't know if it went up even more. Now, why do I think this is happening? They're getting ready to ban spoofers. Now, what I'm about to say isn't confirmed, but I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere. I think Pokemon Go actually has a system ready to be put in play that will completely eliminate spoofing from the game. But they haven't done that because they know that if they do that, a bunch of people are going to quit, so they've got to like fix the spoofing issue before. Again, this is not confirmed. So the reason why they're improving spawns is because, I mean, obviously that's a real problem. Like, the spawns need to be improved for rural players in Pokemon Go. Like, that just has to happen right off the bat. But the reason why I think they're doing that is because they're going to increase the spawns like crazy so that people in the rural areas do not have the need to spoof. And then they're going to ban spoofers, and this will all probably happen within the next week or two because this new Gym Battle Rework update. Spoofing is a humongous problem when it comes to the Gym Battle Rework update, because if it's team battling and you've got a spoofer like knocking down gyms when they're not supposed to, it's an issue. And if you're a spoofer who just runs around and knocks down gyms, the world hates you. So Niantic obviously knows that the spoofing problem should probably be fixed, or at least somewhat fixed, while this update is dropping, or before it drops, or right after it drops, just to help with it, because it won't be that successful of an update if it's ruined by spoofers. So what I'm thinking and speculating is that they're improving the spawns for you rural players so that you have less of a need to go out and spoof, and then they're going to roll out some spoofing bans or some spoofing preventions, and then they're going to roll out this update. That's my predictions. Don't take my word for it, but that's what I think is going to happen. And that was all of the news for today's video. That was a very, very jam-packed one. Again, some of these videos would be crazy like this week's. I mean, we got Legendary, we got spoofing, we got like data mine, we got a lot of stuff happening this week. And then some weeks might be kind of dry, which, you know, we'll probably go out and do like a Pokemon Go hunt because there's not much to talk about. But for weeks like this that are super duper busy, a lot of news, we're going to sit here and talk about it. So I'm sorry for anybody that's like, oh, you're not going out and exploring. I don't want to watch you in your office. I'm sorry, okay? We got to get the news out there. This is a cool kind of fun series I want to do with you guys. It should be fun. Again, remember how important it is to either like the video or leave a comment. If you're watching to this point in the video, definitely leave a like. It takes 2 seconds. Leave a comment about anything during this article that popped in your head. You guys want a question answered or something. Start a conversation in the comments. Go in the comments and read through questions people might have, and if you know the answer, answer them. Turn these comments into forums. That's actually a big goal that I want to do with these news update videos. Is I know there are forums that you can talk on for Reddit, on, you know, Pokemon Go Hub, but like, let's turn our comment section into a forum as well. If you guys have any questions or concerns or statements you guys want to add to this video, or any information talked about in this video, throw them in the comments, and then everybody else, go in the comments and see if you can answer questions or add to the conversations. Have fun with it. Have a community down in the comments. The biggest reason why Pokemon Go is not a dead game is because of how strong the community is. Although it is a lot smaller than it was when it first came out, we have a very, very strong, awesome community. So flex that. Go in the comments and make a friend. But that is going to wrap it up for today's video. My mom actually will be driving in very, very soon here, so a little collaboration video coming soon, sneak peek. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed the week 1 of the Pokemon Go news series, and I'll see you all in the next one. Love you guys. Peace out.